How's my internet? Oh, it's shocking. Of course it is. Come on, work. Please work. Please. Still red. Still red. Oh my god. Okay, we're back, I think. Please be green. We're still red. It's alright. Let me just chuck this in the Discord. And we'll get it going. Oh, bro, I need some good internet really quick. This is, yeah, this is pretty shocking. This is really bad. Let me just show this in the Discord real quick, and then, yeah, we'll get it going. If you can type in chat, just let me know that we're good. Just so I can confirm. Just type anything, you'll be fine. Publish. And we're good, I think. Alright. So, the title, yep, good. Right, so basically, I think you've all seen, the Liver King is just absolutely cooked. Literally over the last few days, I don't think I've seen, like, obviously he destroyed his career a few years ago, but I don't think I've seen someone destroy their career as much as Liver King. Like, even worse than it already has. I didn't think he could get any worse after the whole steroids thing. Turns out he actually has. Alright, we're good. Hey, Austin Vlogs, how you on? Turns out, he's actually gotten even worse. So, Liver King got arrested, and apparently he got out of jail later, and we're gonna look at that as well, but, this is actually insane. Hold on.
Yes, I've seen everything that's been happening with the Liver King recently. This is someone that I've talked about over the years, and recently, it's pretty clear something has happened to his mental.
I've seen clips going around. This guy's literally on his Instagram, and he's just going absolutely insane. Like, I don't think I've seen someone go this insane over literally nothing. Like, bro, this guy isn't in the spotlight anymore. I haven't even heard about Liver Kings for, like, years now. Apparently, he's just on Instagram going insane, and then this happens here.
Downright sad and scary, actually. He got arrested like 2 days ago now for making terroristic threats against Joe Rogan, even going so far as to travel to Austin, seemingly with the sole purpose of attacking him, or, in his words, challenging him and fighting him honorably.
What? Bro, okay. Okay, I think I know where this is stemming from. I've seen a lot of clips of Joe Rogan just, like, disavowing Liver King, before he got outed for using steroids. There are a lot of clips going around of Joe Rogan just sort of saying, like, there is no way this guy's natural, or like, obviously, like, he's basically a fraud, is what he was calling him. And it was fair enough, because Liver King is a fraud. Like, he was a guy that lied about steroids for years, you know, sold programs saying that you could end up like him if you were, like, natural and live like your ancestors or whatever. Apparently, he was just lying about the whole thing, so Joe Rogan called it out. I don't know why Liver King's so angry at him.
Or anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight. What? Honorable.
I'm coming to you.
And we don't have to pretend or make any videos. The world is watching. They'll make the videos for us. And you don't have to hold a camera. You can hold the hand of somebody that you love, because what happens next to you, you're going to need to remember that feeling. You're going to need something more than what you did.
He's going around...
What? Bro, okay, this guy is actually losing it. What the? I didn't know it was that bad. I've seen clips of the guy, like we just saw, like him just sort of bouncing around on all fours, doing whatever. I didn't know he said that, like, hey, you know, hold the hand of a loved one because you're gonna need to remember that feeling. Bro, oh my god, this guy's going nuts.
All fours here, and then mentions how he's going to need the hand of a loved one to remember that feeling for what he did. But it's never clear where this even really comes from. People can only speculate and come up with game theories on what even started this in the first place, but it's very concerning behavior here.
Yeah.
Like, the videos he's posted reminds me of the Joker tape from The Dark Knight. It feels like he's perpetually trying to cut a WWE promo targeting Joe Rogan here, but when he's doing these call-outs, it really does seem like an extreme threat against Joe Rogan's life.
We've seen call-outs before, right? Like, obviously there's call-outs when you're trying to box someone. Like, you know, Jake Paul, for example, will call out some, like, retired 50-year-old boxer. And, like, that's fine. It's a boxing match, right? But this guy, Liver King, has no... Like, you can just tell by looking into his eyes. There is no ounce of, like, oh, I just want to have a fun boxing match, you know, I just want to make a lot of money. This guy genuinely seems like he wants to hurt Joe Rogan. Go on and actually, like... genuinely threaten his life. That's actually, damn, that is concerning.
And a lot of it is incomprehensible. So a ton of like non sequiturs jumping all over the place. So it's incoherent. So it'll be like, you and I are going to fight one-on-one. This is a formal challenge, pugilistic, the old-fashioned way. I'm going to come over there. I'm going to rip those giant nipples right off your chest. Those cow udders, I'm going to wipe my whole ass with them. And then, have you ever had a dream that you thought you had and you wanted and you didn't do anything? I think it's very clear that there is actually a serious problem that he is facing mentally. That is, I don't know how
bro,
long.
it turns out those, like, 9 ancestral tenets, or whatever tenets he had, are, like, apparently they can't fix your mental state, because this guy is absolutely off the rails. Legit, like I said, I haven't heard about this guy since the whole steroid thing. I think there was a bit of controversy afterwards. He said he hopped off steroids, which, I mean, look at the guy now. Like, he obviously hasn't. He's clearly still on steroids. But, everyone was saying, like, oh, you know, Liver King's getting a bit better. Clearly not. He's clearly just deteriorated ever since his, like, whole Liver King business just sort of fell off the planet.
Actually a serious problem that he is facing mentally, that is. I don't know how long it's been happening. I haven't kept up with the Liver King as much as I did during, like, the whole steroid thing, but it is very concerning. And even when it's not about Joe Rogan, his posts are just generally alarming.
I'm gonna make a quick video to weigh myself right now. In case you didn't know, I take shits on the ground. This is where I lay in the shower.
What?
I lay here on the ground. That's my enema bucket. That's my enema bucket right there. And that's what I'm about to do, is I'm gonna try and get a shit worked out.
It's just so eerie.
I'm gonna weigh myself so that it's official.
No idea why his face was all cut up or why he's trying to drop the
Yeah, wait,
official
what was that on his face? Is that, like... He's all cut up. Why? I guess he was fighting a boar or something in the woods? I don't know, like... What's he doing? And, bro, what is he talking about here? He's just, like, talking absolute gibberish. I think that's the most concerning part. He's not making sense at all. He's literally just talking about nothing. So...
was all cut up or why he's trying to drop the official shit statistics here and pooping on the ground.
That made
and,
no
and
sense.
weighing himself.
Is that supposed to be
preparation
primal,
of
the
poop.
pooping on the ground?
It's the reason I'm even showing like these moments is because all of this has built up to what's happened with him being arrested for the terroristic threats against Joe Rogan. And even though he got arrested and he has since been released after the arrest with an ankle monitor, he is continuing to make the threats. Literally like 15 minutes after being released, he went and started posting more videos making threats against him.
Good morning, Primal.
Jesus!
From the
Oh my god. Yeah, he does not look good. Oh my god. Okay, I get it, he's old, right? But like, if we compare something like this to... if we compare something like this to how he looked on, like, Impulsive, for example. Liver King... Let's see how he looked. Like, obviously, he's never looked great. He's always looked like an abusive steroid user. But, like, look at him! He doesn't actually look that bad here. Hold on. What happened? This was 3 years ago. What happened in the last 3 years? He doesn't actually look that bad. Today. He looks alright. Jesus, look at that! Oh my god. Yeah, no, this has to be something mental. I don't know if he's abusing something, like if he's abusing steroids more and it's getting to his brain, but god damn, like, that is bad. That is a shocking transformation.
From the vibration
maybe it's the lighting, I don't know.
At the greatest state in the world, Austin, Texas. Texas
is he shaking?
To be clear. Bags under my eyes. Haven't slept a whole lot. And
bro, he's
it's been
shaking.
An amazing gift. When you fracture the physical, don't sleep, don't eat much, drink much. You go deeper into something else. You gotta maybe express something else. Something else. Ask me what the password is to Wi-Fi. I can't wait to share it.
He's made more than
okay. I don't know if this is something else. I don't know if I'm just like, I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but look at his pupils, bro. Look at his left pupil. Look how dilated that is. And look at the... Okay, well, this is technically the left one here. Sorry, the left one is all shrunk, and the right one is all, like, dilated. What is going on with this guy?
Share it.
He's made more than just this video here, but I think this one really encapsulates everything that he's kind of been posting. He did make another video going on all fours in the hotel hallway, allegedly, but that one's been deleted, or at the very least, I can't find it. But in this one, you can see when he's rambling here, the thoughts aren't connected. He doesn't look well. Now, I'm not here to try and say it's all because of his diet. He ate so much raw meat, raw nutsack and testicles that he used to love to preach about, and he gave himself brain worms, and now this is the result. I have no clue what's actually led to this. All I know is that there is something...
my guess, and again, we've got more clips to look at. Maybe there's more that I haven't seen yet. My guess is that it's probably something to do with substance abuse, to be honest. Just the way he's acting, the shaking, all that sort of stuff. And again, I don't know. This is just my guess. I'm guessing it's got something to do with that. It's not the diet, right? His diet, in theory, actually kind of makes sense, but it's just, obviously, an extreme version of it. I don't think it's a lack of nutrients or something like that. I'm sure the guy eats well. He's rich, right? He's got a lot of money, at least to my knowledge. I don't know. I think that, yeah, he's clearly gone off the rails ever since the whole steroids thing. His reputation is shocking, and he's clearly just mentally deteriorated.
Seriously wrong. He is supposed to be undergoing psychiatric evaluation to check his mental state. Joe Rogan has said that he's never even really had any interaction with Liver King, so no one really knows what started all of this and why. But he is not.
I don't know. And again, like Joe Rogan has made clips saying that he's a fraud and saying that he abuses steroids and says he doesn't. But everyone says that. It's not just Joe Rogan. I'm sure there are people even more popular, even more famous than Joe Rogan who have said that. So why is Joe Rogan the target? I kind of don't understand. It doesn't make sense.
Anytime soon with trying to find and fight Joe Rogan from the sound of things.
We're going to go somewhere today here in Austin. If anybody knows where Seth Rogen's, the other version of him that rhymes with blow, if anyone knows where its family's going to be today, if you could let my team know so that we can stay within 200 yards, not close to them, to stay away from them. Oh, please, actually, I redact that. Don't do anything to their family.
I redact
crazy.
That.
Basically, trying to get the UAV online here to locate him and his family to be aware of at all times. He then goes to try and wipe that from the record about no, don't do that. We just want to make sure that I'm not violating the restraining.
My thing is, you've said that, and you obviously didn't mean to say it. Why would you then continue to post it? Yeah, okay, this guy. How old is this guy? Jesus.
Order. Wink, wink is kind of the impression there. It is a really odd thing to hear. And it's not like he needed to post this video. He could have not posted it.
This thing will help me make sure. You know how good that feels on the ankle? That part where it bounces, jiggles like that? Making my ankle strong for that. I'm picking a fight. Who's it with? Seth Rogen. It's with Seth Rogen. And what's it for? Family.
Now he's saying Seth Rogen now.
What is going on?
He can't explicitly say Joe Rogan, but he does say the other Rogan, that rhymes with blow, Joe Blow, that kind of thing. So he's now trying to wiggle around the restrictions here by throwing Seth Rogen under the bus. He's dropping the primal titties on him here now, saying it's with Seth Rogen, but he means Joe. And I have to imagine posting these kind of videos isn't helping his case. He is continuing to make the same threats that landed him in jail in the first place. Now, it's not just his mentality that seems to have been poisoned and rotting and whatever's going on there. His body. There is something going on with his entire being. In some of the videos he's posted, he looks so unwell physically. In this video, for example, this is another video where he explicitly says, "I'm calling you out, Joe Rogan, I'm picking a fight with you," and he's holding 2 weapons. Look at his stomach. It's distended and his belly button looks like a prolapsed anus.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. Look at his belly. Okay, to be fair, I think he's always looked like that. He's always had the... What is it called in bodybuilding? It's like the thing where your gut just protrudes out. It's like you have a huge gut, but like you're ripped and jacked. Like the guy is obviously still jacked. Like look at him. He's got like 8-pack abs, 10-pack, like huge chest, arms, biceps, whatever. But it's like his gut is just like protruding out. I don't know if that's a steroid thing or it's just like a bodybuilding thing, but a lot of people have that issue. This guy Liver King has it to a level I've never seen it before. Like it's insane.
Torso looks inflamed.
He doesn't actually look too bad here. To be
That
honest.
belly button, though, I'm pretty confident is an umbilical hernia. It seems like his intestines are desperately trying to leave the battle bus here through his belly button. That cannot be healthy. Like it looks like in Left 4 Dead right before the boomer blows up, but he's not like fat. I think it's just like so much juice or something here. I don't know, but it does not look normal.
Yeah, my guess is that, again, I don't think it's just steroids. I think there's something else going on. I think there's something else he's probably abusing that is making it. Because, like, obviously steroids are shocking, right? Like, a lot of people have died to steroids. There are countless bodybuilders that have died to steroids. I don't think this is just steroids. I think we need to get Greg Doucette onto this to, like, properly analyze this. Because, god damn, he is off the rails completely. I don't think this is too bad, though. I think, like, obviously, like I said before, this video right here is probably the worst one, where we actually get a close-up to see his eyes are just, like, off the charts. His skin also just looks, like, a whole lot worse. And again, I get it, this was 3 years ago, but he just looks so much better here. He looks so much healthier. His hair here is all over the place. Like, everything's just off. Like, compare this to this Impulsive episode. It's probably the best thing I can say. Because, bro, he looks so much better here. So much better. Like, obviously, his eyes probably aren't as lined up here as they should be. But it's still, like, you know, the pupils are properly dilated. Here, it's just, he's off it. But, yeah, so that was the Penguin Zero thing. We have another... I gotta find... Oh, yeah, we got an interview here. Apparently, so he got out of jail, like Penguin Zero said. He also did an interview, apparently. An exclusive interview here. A kick streamer apparently went up to him and found him just, like, walking his dogs, so...
Okay, bro.
Absolutely. Come on over.
I appreciate you.
Saying goodbye to this beautiful... Look at that architecture, brother. What's your name?
Benny Mac on kick.com.
On which dot? Okay.
Kick? Yeah.
Yeah, when you had the .com, that sort of is cheesy. I stopped listening to you because you just plugged the commercial. I would have looked you up if you were value or utility. I'm gonna give you a real quick tip. If you want to plug, what is it again? You're
Oh, I'm wearing this shirt.
yeah. Well, I'm not gonna show. What's the name of it?
It's called Kick.
Kick.
Yeah.
.com.
Yeah, I just thought I'd identify myself.
Kick.com?
Correct.
You own Kick.com?
I'm streaming on Kick.
Kick. Oh, you're streaming it.
Yeah. I don't own it.
Okay, good. Well,
But we'd love to, if
so-
you ever need...
so that you would seem less promotional, you just say who you are and say this is who I am. Period.
I'll take that on board.
What
I
is
appreciate
wrong with
feedback.
the way this guy is acting? Like obviously he doesn't own the website Kick. What? Okay, this guy's he's losing
I
it.
am. Period. C-O-M.
Period.
Different.
Yeah.
And the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying bye to the Capitol, and then we can walk and talk, and then I'll put my phone. Actually, I might keep my phone. You didn't come in for me, did you?
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
sir.
Oh no way.
Yes, sir.
Man, what's good?
Okay, good. So we're gonna do the deal. But what I came here for is, you might not know me. My name is Litter King. I picked a fight with a man who just recently moved here from California, Joe Rogan. Yeah. Picked a fight with Joe Rogan. I won't look at your camera because I'm looking at you, which is the man.
Yeah, I'll look at you.
Okay, just so you know.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I picked a fight with
Oh.
another man because that other man, he did it first. You did it first, you know. So that other man, he did that thing, and it affected my family. So who am I? You might not know me. You probably don't. My name is Liver King. Who am I picking
Why
to
is he
fight?
repeating himself? I just don't get why. He can't speak. He can't form a sentence. Please put this guy back into a mental institution. I don't know why they let him out after one day. He's clearly unwell.
With Joe Rogan. It started. It's not over. I'm wearing an ankle bracelet. They just put me on this
Yeah,
one.
they said that you had an ankle.
They just put me on that one right there. That ankle bracelet.
Yes, sir.
Who would I pick a fight with? Joe Rogan.
We know. What?
I'm not going to say. Give me 2 seconds because I'm not talking to you. But I said, you. I'm not going to say who that's to because that could be perceived as an additional threat. And then I guess who keeps going home. So who'd I pick a fight with? Joe Rogan. Why? Anyone want to know why? One word. One word. Family. Family. What would I do for my family? What would I do for them? For them to be received in a lesser light than what they
This
deserve?
is the thing. No one asked him to pick a fight with Joe Rogan. Like, this is just completely unprovoked. Like, Joe Rogan hasn't, you know, all he's done is say the truth, which is that you were abusing steroids, still are, and are lying about it. But, like, he hasn't done anything. I don't get it.
The innocent, pure.
What is this guy's
family.
obsession with Joe
Some of us have
Rogan?
family. You know how it is when you have family. You might do almost anything for your family. And then if you've watched somebody get bullied before, or if you've ever been bullied, you ever been bullied? Well, I've done that for a couple of years. I've been bullied. It doesn't feel good. And then when you are strong enough and capable enough to do something about it, like I am right now, I can do something about it. Now to sit back and watch my family continue to be received by this, and to watch a big, really popular, you might call him powerful for the egotistical warrior archetype that he is, lacking the king title, by the way. You thought you were invincible. You thought you could pick on a cave idiot. Me make fire. Me liver king. Cave idiot. Takes liar king metaphors for the man. Oh.
Okay, so that's what it is. So he's angry at him because he called him a lying steroid abuser, which he is. I don't know what, like, obviously he's going to call you out. Like, bro, you abused steroids for years, lied about it, make millions off it, off of, like, selling people the idea that you can get as big and handsome and strong as you are, or used to be. You know, apparently you can do it naturally. That's what you said. And Joe Rogan's just saying there is not a chance in hell that you are natural. Not a chance. And then, obviously, you literally admitted it yourself. So I don't know why you're going after him.
I'm actually a real king. A real king. I actually earned that title. I earned it, and so I can call myself that. And anyone's invited to call me. I say yes to everything, but as long as you don't interrupt, and I'll give you your space and time. But in the meantime, you're welcome to come in and take pictures too. So absolutely, bro, if you want, you should come in and take pictures, and then afterwards we can do that too. But I actually earned my title.
What is he
And so
saying?
what he ended up doing is he accidentally picked a fight with a real man who wasn't actually a caveman. He could string a few words together. How'd that happen? Because we could, you know, think a little bit. And well, then what happened with the thinking? Principles, family, loyalty.
What is
Anyone
he
here
saying?
from Texas? From Texas, right?
I need to put captions
So,
on.
That's the
God.
thing about Texas, you know, we do things here. You know, do you know what Texas means? We should remember what Texas actually means. It means friendly. That's what Texas means, is friendly. And how did we get so friendly? Why would you be friendly? Why aren't we the friendliest state in the world? You know, because a man should be capable of catastrophe. A man should be capable of monstrosity. But what a real man does is he's sheathed. That's sheathed. That sword, that you wield it, you're capable, you got a family, you need to be able to do that for them. So the greatest state that's
Okay, does he actually say anything of value here? Does he actually say anything of substance? Or is it just like 18 minutes of genuinely nothing? Like, god damn, this guy is just off the rails. What are the comments saying? I need to know. Like, is there anything of actual note here? Or is it just nothing but just crap? The entire video. Frustration with the lack of substance. Oh, okay, yeah. But, like, it's just lack of there's nothing being said. A bit of humor, whatever. Bro, there's literally, like, nothing going on. Amazing how he talked for almost 20 minutes without saying nothing. So he literally just said nothing this whole video. I'm guessing there's nothing.
irrespective of this thing on my ankle. Now I have a curfew. Now I'm packing because the threat have escalated so much.
He needs more than a curfew. He needs to be on house arrest, at least. I don't know why he's allowed to walk around the streets after... Bro, alright, like Moist Critical said, he literally got out of jail and instantly started making more threats. How is he on the streets? Please explain that to me. That does not make any sense at all. Okay, that's the Liver King thing. I'm done with that guy, bro. Okay, next thing we have is Ludwig. So a few days ago I talked about Ludwig. Basically one of his friends, Mango, got caught on stream harassing women, and he basically got banned from all of Ludwig's future events. Apparently Ludwig's in some drama now.
Massive day for the unemployed. Ludwig is in hot water and his house of cards on Twitch is falling down. The dude is a rat and a parasite that people are seeing through that. A couple days ago I made a video about a streamer who got too drunk at Ludwig's event and started being weird towards the girls, but little did we know, Ludwig was enabling his behavior.
Hey everybody!
Wait, is he actually? Hold on. I haven't seen that. I know that obviously Mango was completely, you know, just in the wrong. He was going around harassing women, being drunk. I didn't know Ludwig is apparently enabling it. From what we saw with Ludwig, from the video that I made the other day, the guy literally, like, went on stream and was like, oh yeah, I disavow, whatever. Apparently there was stuff going on beforehand that we didn't know about. Apparently he literally enabled the guy's behavior.
I'm no longer inviting Mango to Mobile Moves events. Cause like, you know, it's a privilege to go to an event, man. Like
Ludwig with Mango's blood alcohol concentration is 0.32.
Let's shoot for 40.
So he was trying to get him more drunk. Oh my god.
Is like an alcoholic. Mango can drink 30 beers and act the same he does off no beer.
Bro says Mango is an alcoholic and proceeds to invite him to his drinking event. Oh, and by the way, retards on Reddit.
I mean, that could be seen as a joke, but also it's not a joke because look at how he's acting.
By the way, retards on
the guy is clearly an alcoholic, but I mean, yeah, some people could see what Ludwig just said there and make the point, oh, you know, he's probably just joking, he's just, you know, doing it for the stream, but like, clearly he actually is.
Mango
like,
either.
No
it's almost like two things can be true at once. Wow.
Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
He's a machine of a man.
He said he had 7 beers already today.
If you ask him how many beers he's had lifetime, it's probably above 10,000. He's the two-time champion. He's never lost.
We got a new PB! Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
What?
Bro is trash.
There's no way. Okay, now I'm starting to see why people don't like Ludwig. Are we serious? He just blew a .25? We're trying to shoot for like 0.3, 0.4? Oh my god.
Bro is trashed. A .25 is not a joke. He weighs between like 160 and 180 pounds. He's had about like 11 or 12 drinks at this.
What? Wait, so he blew hold on. He blew a .32. Hold on. So, this, okay, obviously, I don't know too much about, like, obviously, what these mean. I mean, I'm 20 years old, right? In Australia, you're allowed to drink, so I have drunk before, but like, okay, so the red, what does that mean? Is that like absolutely slaughtered? The guy's .25, so he's down here at the moment, right? He got to this red part, and Ludwig was sitting there celebrating, being like, oh, he's just absolutely wasted. This is the thing that I don't understand, like I said in my last video. Even if it's a drinking tournament, I understand, right? How do you let yourself get down to this red part on live stream with thousands and thousands of people watching? I do not understand that.
About like 11 or 12 drinks at this point.
Mango just blew a .32.
That is my guy. Hey, everybody! Mango just blew a .32!
I know in Australia, right, whenever you've got your full driving license, so I don't have my full driving license, so this doesn't apply to me. I'm not allowed to have any drinks at all if I want to drive. I can't have any alcohol in my system. When you're on your full license, you're only allowed to be you have to be under .05 to be able to legally drive, right? So you have to be, basically, from this section here up, you gotta be, you know, under .5. This guy is all the way down here. He's like 5, 6, 7 times the legal limit in Australia, at least. That is nuts. And this guy's just sitting here celebrating it.
Mango just blew a .32! To be clear, that is dangerous. That's not good. That's not good. That's dangerous. Let's up those numbers!
No,
What? Okay, no, he's cooked.
In the moment, he's encouraging it, having a vibe, but then when reality sets in, he's like, by golly, a drunk guy did something stupid, I gotta distance myself.
Now, I see a lot of dialogue on, like, broader implications. I'm only worried about...
See, I didn't see how he was acting during the stream.
Everybody, get your second race ready to go!
Wait, do it. Oh, sorry.
I mean, clearly Ludwig is also drunk at the time. Obviously not as drunk as Mango, because, I mean, I feel like Mango is the only type of guy that would actually be able to handle a .34 without dying. But, it doesn't matter if Ludwig's drunk, he's still saying what he's saying, he still doesn't care.
Here, Mango, I got control. He's me. He's f***ing me from behind. Get off me. Oh my god, he's rushed so nicely.
Yeah, the exhale there is right, dickweed. When you see your friend there in that situation, you should probably help him and, you know, get him out of there. Even Mango's wife saw this and responded to the situation. Let's check this out. But since I'm not bound by Keo as a civilian, at Ludwig, I watched you on stream asking for Mango to take shots. Of course, your little teeny bopper viewer ass wants to pretend that never happened. People were vomiting at your event and you never once decided to pull. Ludwig. All my homies hate Ludwig. I hope you enjoy your grace for banning Mango while encouraging him to get wasted. You
That's
Lud. Word for
crazy
word.
now. When you put that all together, literally banning the guy after encouraging him to get wasted. That's nuts.
You do a shot. Where's Mango? And then people wonder, why do people hate Ludwig? He's such a good guy. The #2 political streamer himself even called him a golden retriever.
I mean, people hate Ludwig, dude. Think about that. This man is a fucking golden retriever. He is mathematically crafting takes that are the most kind, empathetic, and inoffensive you can possibly be.
Enough,
no one cares what
Hassan
Hassan
Adolf
says,
Diddy
bro.
Bin Laden Piker here described why people hate Ludwig.
Golden retriever.
Yeah, he literally is a dog, old yeller, and your time has come. It's time for you to wrap it up. No party like a Luddy party.
I don't think Ludwig deserves haters either. But he still gets them.
I mean, I feel
I'd
like
argue-
Hassan is just, like, he just tries every single time he opens his mouth to say something that just, like, makes no sense. And to try and get hate. I feel like his account is just one giant rage bait. It has to be.
Ludwig doesn't deserve fans for his inauthenticity, but I'm not gonna lie, his main channel videos are good. Like, objectively, they are good. Like, I'm not baselessly gonna hate on him, you know, he has his moments. You know, that chess boxing stuff sponsored by Fadsley, that's tough. May Allah...
Wait, what? Was it sponsored by... What? You've got to be kidding me. Fansly? Okay, for those that don't know, that's literally like an OF competitor. It's just like the B-Tech version of OnlyFans. Are we serious? Okay, was that for charity, by the way? I don't know. Even if it was for charity, having Fansly in the corner, imagine you're a fighter, right? And it's like, oh, go to the red Fansly corner to like start the match, or, you know, during rounds or whatever. I could not see myself doing
Boxing
that.
stuff sponsored by Fadsley, that's tough. May Allah strike Ludwig. Spending all night goading the alcoholism of a friend you've known for 10 years, then publicly disowning them when it goes south is crazy work.
That's dangerous.
Let's up those numbers!
That is going to turn into a meme for like the next 5 years. Let's up those numbers. And then instantly it's just like after the stream, oh yeah, man. Yeah, we got to ban him. He's just doing too much. I tried to stop him. But like, let's up those numbers.
TBF, Mango is an adult that's responsible for his own actions. Yeah, no Sherlock. Never said otherwise, but it's slimy to egg him on all night, be in the frame of all the clips, watch the harassment all night, not ask him to leave, but then publicly disown him the next day after the clips blow up, lol. You know, at the end of the day, even bouncers kick people out from nightclubs that are throwing up or being, you know, too belligerently drunk. So if you're hosting an event, I feel like you should, you know, be responsible. With friends like Ludwig, you don't even need enemies. Guy's a massive POS who only cares about his image. Now, if you're missing context from this situation, maybe you missed my last video or God forbid you have a job. Nevertheless, Mango actually lost his gaming organization and stopped being invited to pro tournaments, which is, you know, a pretty big hit to him. You know, Ludwig was quick to jump into the fray disavowing Mango, but as soon as everyone turns on him, he's radio silent, dropping merch and, you know, ignoring everyone. Quick to address someone else's drama, but never your own. Spike
Yeah, wait, I
never.
literally saw his channel before. He hasn't talked about it at all. Ludwig. He literally has not talked. Yeah, 4 days ago was his last thing. He has been radio silent.
You know, that's literally death by 1,000 cuts.
Bankai.
For a second, my love for Bleach almost distracted me from my hate for Ludwig. You know, even the virgins on Reddit were unhappy about this one. This was going generational on livestream fail. Ludwig ignores concerns he might be enabling Mango's alcoholism. Yeah, that's not a great look. Hindsight is 20/20, but knowing someone is an alcoholic and being asked directly if you think you're enabling them and hand-waving, it is not great. You can't expect him to be an expert at dealing with an addict, but encouraging someone that blew a .25...
Let's up those numbers. Bro, 0.25. Again, I just need to reiterate how nuts that is. 0.25. Oh my god. I don't think, like, if I tried, I don't think I could possibly get to 0.25 or 0.32 is, I think the highest you got to. I don't think you can, like, I don't think I can try to get to that without just dying.
Addict, but encouraging someone that blew a .25
Like, it
to
wouldn't be
see if they
physically
can go
possible.
higher, Jesus. You see, this is what's called a functioning alcoholic, and this is to go even further beyond. Cheering for a 0.32 blood alcohol is crazy work. Seriously, that's actually dangerous. And you know, when Reddit's the voice of reason, you know you're cooked. Despite pushing 40, Pokimane here was actually the voice of reason as well.
7 beers already today.
You know, her spidey senses are tingling. She's like, eee.
Okay, Mango is like an alcoholic.
Girls, fear not. Mango's an alcoholic. He can handle a couple of beers.
So I feel really bad about that. And
who would have ever predicted if you give an alcoholic some liquor, something would happen, huh?
I am the liquor.
Julian. Yeah, it's like obviously like looking at Mango, right? Obviously what he did was terrible. There's no denying that. But seriously. Like, bro. I just don't understand how someone... Where is he? I kind of forgot what I was going to say, to be honest. But, like... Yeah, no, I actually just completely blanked.
He could handle a couple of beers.
so I feel really bad about that. And
who would have ever predicted if you give an alcoholic some liquor, something would happen, huh?
I am the liquor.
So subscribe. Also, is it just me or I feel like there's a lot of liability recording these cringy streamer drinking parties? Like, when alcohol's involved, you never know what's going to happen. So I think this is a Ricky...
Obviously, it's a cool event or whatever, but live streaming it when everyone's getting drunk... There's just, something's going to happen. Someone's going to say something crazy. Someone's going to do something crazy, which they did. It's like, I don't think that there's ever really a time where alcohol can be involved in content where it's actually a good thing. Unless you're doing, if you're doing an actual YouTube video where you're able to cut things out, you're able to make sure everyone stays in line, you don't, you know, sit there recording people's blood alcohol level being 0.32 going, let's raise those numbers. As long as you're not doing that, yeah, like, you have to make sure that it's not being live streamed. Being live streamed is the easiest way to have a situation like this. Like, this just been blown out.
WestJet, Mango's like 40. He should be handling his own liquor.
Guys, Mango just blew a .25!
You know, at least Mizkif wasn't there, because we all know he would have covered it up.
For legal reasons, that's a joke. If you're having him blow a breathalyzer and being like, oh my god, he's like triple the legal limit, you're part of the problem. Wouldn't you be like, hey, I'm Ludwig, I'm almost 30 years old. I probably know that this guy shouldn't be drinking so much.
Yo, I like this guy. He called out his age instantly.
Taking advantage of somebody with substance problems for entertainment purposes, and then when it goes wrong, you just blame them. He harasses these women all night, and they don't do... Why doesn't Ludwig stop this sooner?
No, it's because genuinely Ludwig thought nothing was wrong with it until he started getting backlash.
But also, like, from my perspective, and just to like give like what my perspective is, it's really difficult when there are a lot of people in a lot of different areas to keep eyes on everybody and see what they're doing.
Wrong. I mean, that would make sense if Mango literally wasn't the center of attention during all of this. Tectone with hair had a good take here.
Instead of Ludwig blaming all of this on Mango, I think he should stop doing events with alcohol. If you want to be a squeaky clean advertiser, brand-friendly content creator...
These guys have been friends for a while, and to me, Ludwig just feels like a piece of shit. I think people would also respect Ludwig a lot more if instead of, you know, putting everything on Mango, he came out and acknowledged that he was enabling him in a way.
Let's up those numbers!
He did. A lot of these streamers are genuinely stunted. If you see that their age is 33, in their head, they're actually 23 because, you know, outside of university or like whatever, they actually haven't had much real-world experience. They sort of live in their own bubble, and that bubble's about to pop. Even the 43-year-old Genshin Impact player chimed in.
I think Ludwig is a liar. I think he's a snake.
Does everyone just hate this guy?
He would throw anybody under the bus to avoid a hate threat of his own.
Literally, bro, everyone hates him. That's actually crazy. I don't know any of the previous Ludwig controversies. I know he's done some stuff in the past that apparently people don't like. Yeah, this one's pretty shocking. Like, the fact that you've literally gone on live stream talking about let's up those numbers, talking about like let's do this, let's get him more drunk, and then you have the audacity to sit there on stream and be like, yeah man, we've cut him from future events, he can't control himself. It's like, bro, you were pushing him to not be able to control himself. You know he's an alcoholic. You literally said it. And again, you could say that's a joke, but clearly it's not. Clearly it's not after this, and you knew that. Like, yeah, it's pretty shocking. I can understand why this guy's getting hate. Alright, that's the Ludwig thing. Yeah, bro. I don't know why, by the way, when I go into like video reacting mode, I can't see chat. Anyway, yeah, that's going to be the stream. I've got those 2 videos done. Yeah, I appreciate you all jumping on.